Well, here I am again, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. So last night I'm lying in bed and I'm thinking, what is it that I'm doing that is not proper, that God isn't satisfied with? I lay there and I say to myself, I know God doesn't need me. I mean, I was made with purpose, but it doesn't actually need me. Yet I am. And I began to think what God means to me and why I am so committed to doing what I do when I speak to you, the people, in an effort to give you some information that would make life more visible. So I said, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I guess I'll just have to wait. Maybe God will show me. Maybe. And so this morning, as I'm walking around having a cup of coffee, and I'm thinking to myself, when you really get down to it, as far as I am concerned, I have heard people talk about God in all kinds of ways. In the good book, I've heard some wonderful things about God. I've heard some things that make you sick in reference to God, or at least your understanding of it. I've heard in my lifetime how God is respected within the Protestant churches, you know, in their variety, Methodist and Baptist and Pentecostal and so on and so forth, and also in the Catholic Church. And I've heard about it in other things associated with that hierarchy. And I mean, I even look at the world. I look at my country, look at my city, my state, and I see ugliness. And you know, you look out, you try to see something that's working, something that's good. And when you flip the switch and your electricity is paid and your lights come on and you turn your gas on, you can cook, you think, okay, things are pretty good. You know, at least this is being dealt with. There might be other things, well, definitely other things I want to do, like travel, can't do that. Have health care, can't do that. Adequate education, can't have that. Don't have that. But the lights are on, and you feel pretty good about that. But you think to yourself that, what kind of God do we have a representation of in our individual lives, in our community lives, and in our humanity? And it's, for me, I know the kind of God I know is a God of love. A God of love. And I hear people talking about a God of love, but I don't see love anywhere. I mean, you know, I'm just going to explain it to you. I don't see love anywhere. Now, that doesn't mean people aren't loving. I'm saying I don't see loving anywhere. And sit there. And all the stuff goes on. You hear about lies. You hear about all kind of ugly stuff, evil stuff that you thought was something that people didn't want to be associated with. Nobody wanted to be associated with lying. Nobody wanted to be associated with stealing. All the ugly things. No. But now it seems like it's a badge of who you are. And the nation is gravitating towards it like cheese for a mouse. And wow. But the God that I see is the God that made human beings, put us here on an earth that is prepared for us, not like us as we have become, but prepared it for us as a loving one would. Everything that we will ever need from the beginning of time throughout our existence, it's been made available already. It's in the earth, on the earth, above the earth. Some of it is seen and some of it is invisible. But That power is able to communicate with us through our spirit and through our imagination. Give us all kinds of stuff that we need. And not only that, have already created us as individuals who would be benefiting from the goods and services that will be made here. Have designed us in such a way that each of us come here with the ability to play a part in the process of creating and causing those things to manifest in such an abundance that every last human being on the face of the earth that benefits from it, part ownership in it, to receive from it at your leisure, at your desire, at your need, at your will. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the kind of God I want you to know about. The God of love that is expressed through you. Nobody looking for, you just spread it out. Heaven, spread it out. Paradise, spread it out. And you walk into it. How long could you keep a heaven like that? How long could you keep a paradise like that? You just walked into it. No, my friends, heaven, paradise comes through your imagination. You see it. And once you see it, then there should be a call with it, since you see it, that would allow you, persuade you, engage you in the process. So this is what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I'm constantly talking to you, because you act like you never heard anything like this before. You run from it like you're running from a tsunami. And it's what you pray for. You pray to be free from these burdens. And here, I'm telling you, the freedom that comes from these burdens in your hands. Free yourself from it. But don't, when you say free yourself from it, this is the difference between the God that I'm talking about and the God that you guys talk about, it seems. The God you guys talk about is just for you. And the God that I'm talking about, even though that God is just for you, that God is for all of you. No yous left out. So you're not walking around here on Pill Hill where somebody else is down below the hill. No, baby. This is a world of love. And when I say there's no love, when I say that we know people are loving, but I don't see love around here, what I mean about that is this. Anywhere love is, genuine love, wouldn't put up with this. It could not allow, it could not, when I say it couldn't exist here, here's what I mean. It would not accept this, and it would be such a headache to the power and the forces that allow this to exist, till that power will do everything it can to get this out of here. That's why Martin Luther King and Malcolm X were killed. That's why all the other preachers and all these other folks out there talking about God still walking around here lying. Still walking around here don't know what they're talking about. Still around here laying hands on the sick, and have you seen any of them recover? Come on. But what I'm trying to say about that, I'm not trying to put these guys down, because I'm here too, just like they are. But I'm telling you, I guarantee you, what I'm telling you, I'm not asking you for no money to put in my pocket. I guarantee you what I'm telling you, I've gone to prison to back it up. Yeah, why did I do it? Let me close this out. Why did I do it? I did it because God has always been there for me. Not as a result of me praying, Lord, help me this. Help me do this here. No. The miracles, that is the miracles that happen in your life that qualifies it to say it's God. And I never, ever asked for them. Never, ever sought after them. It was just at that moment in time, that miracle was there. And it was such a blessing. And you know it's God. It doesn't even leave any question about how this happened. You know it was God. That changes everything. And it happens more than once. So you know something. You got something. And because of that, Now your imagination, you've seen the goodness, you've experienced the greatness. Your imagination starts working with that and bring you to a point to see God as that pure nothing but love. And that's what I want all of these churches around here. I want all the people in the world to know that God loves you. And the only reason that you suffered is because you got connected through your own actions or the actions of others to deception that led you straight down a path of hell. But the God that loves you have touched people in such a way that they cannot ignore you. They represent love, and they want you to know the truth. And with that truth, you will be awakened. And the life from then on, whether it's heavenly, it can't be nothing else, not if you know God. So I'm going to leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much for giving me this your time. This is Eddie Marcus saying, until next, goodbye for now.